As you were speaking a while ago, the media learned that one of our senators, Senator Antonio Trillanes, was ordered arrested. He is one of the fiercest critics of President Duterte. And before him, Senator Laila de Lima, another critic of President Duterte, was arrested and jailed. In general, how would you view the current trend of persecuting or attacking or jailing political opponents of President Duterte in the Philippines?
Why you ask difficult questions? Because the ambassador is nervous. I'm okay. The Malaysian ambassador is nervous, what I'm going to say. Now, consistently, and my consistent view is that you cannot abuse power to victimize the opposition or dissidents. Now, specifically, I don't know if the charge is due to what. Okay? But if I am to meet President Duterte, I would just say that I would support some of his measures, but I would certainly want him to continue to ensure that there's a vibrant democracy and respect for the rule of law in the Philippines. How is for him and for the Filipinos to decide. But certainly, if I am convinced a specific case where there's abuse, I would certainly express my view as a citizen of Malaysia, because in all those plight that I had, on the when I was incarcerated, the Filipino leaders and civil society and messengers were there for me. Cory Aquino, who became a good friend of Azim. Era was there in Kuala Lumpur and very strong. He insisted that he should visit me in prison, because he was not allowed. He didn't realize he was then sent to prison after that. I thought it was a good opportunity to look at the prison conditions in Malaysia, but they didn't allow. And civil society members and senators. Blas Ople gave a brilliant speech in Congress in the initial phase of my incarceration. Let me see. I can still recall. Then how do then I say that I don't care what happens here? And these people said, Blas Ople later became Foreign Secretary. And it's interesting to note here that they did it, at the expense, in the sense of bilateral relations, because they thought that this is an issue of human rights, passionate to their hearts. They know me personally, and they feel ashamed as a good friend to ignore plight of a friend. So I take the same position. I have said this about corruption in Indonesia and human rights position in a general way. But if I receive representation, I will certainly feel free to express my views. I've been very strong in support of Aung San Suu Kyi, and we're the strongest in Malaysia. And Azizah, for example, had taken that strong position. Of course, now we are extremely disappointed that she becomes a bit too timid when it comes to the sufferings of others. The entire world. It's not just the Buddhists in Malaysia. The Muslims and the Christians were there for her. Now, when other minorities suffer, she then also at least take a position. So I'm really disappointed, if I'm not disgusted and dismayed with this sort of attitude. So I think Philippines is a great country. You were the pioneer in terms of democratic reforms under the time of Cory Aquino. People often look up to you. I also were excited, were jubilant with this change that happened in this country. So when you see this derailment of the ocean, of course you get a bit concerned. That's it, I have to say.
Sir, just one quick follow-up. Are you familiar with the case of Senator De Lima? And if you are, how would you view this as someone who was also jailed in the past?
Yes, there were presentations made. I also made my position known that excepting for pure or specific criminal case or charge, the due process is respected. I do not condone, I do not agree that political leaders, dissidents, journalists treated in that manner.